Welcome to, you already know, useful information, and we're going to tell you exactly why Etsy is a scam, what I found out, and what you should do with your shop. Stay tuned.
They want me to do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. I got all this potential that's deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be.
Now, I've been on Etsy, or was on Etsy, for about 2 years. I had 2 shops. Now, the first shop was more fulfillment. It was like t-shirts, designs. And the second shop was more about men's products like gift boxes. Both of those were garbage. I had very, very low sales, and my shop was going nowhere fast. I couldn't believe that I spent so much time to realize this. So this is the reason why I'm giving you these tips and just a little bit about what happened when I had my shops. Now, when it comes to the tools, I use a couple different types of tools and techniques for my shops. I use eRank. eRank is a great tool. The tool is for SEO optimization, and I was able to optimize my listings because I was getting the letter A. So that must mean that's good, right? So I was getting letter A, it was ranking high, but still no sales. I even went on Fiverr and had a professional or someone who could really optimize my shop, and they were able to do so. However, once again, I wasn't making no more money, no moolah, baby. Now, Facebook groups are great to a certain degree, but it's more like a pity party. Also, they're not your audience. So you can put your products and your links to them, but they're not the people that will ultimately buy. You will get more traction into your shop, but once again, traction though equate to conversion rates. And what it comes down to, it's conversion that gets you profit. Now, the paid marketing on Etsy is a joke. 20 cents. You got the listing fee, but then you do the marketing, which is like starts at around $1 a day. If someone clicks, they charge you. And I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the way to go. I would not personally use Etsy's little marketing campaign, you want to call it. It's just something probably for larger shops, but definitely starting out, I would say, bloop, don't do it. Now, all these YouTube videos, you're probably watching a lot of YouTube videos on how to get your shop going. Boom, they're all garbage. $300 a day and stuff like that. Hey, I made $500 a day selling bow ties. I'm gonna tell you how to do it next. And then you do it, and then you're like, it's not working. What's wrong with my shop? People do have sales in these categories and whatnot, but you know, techniques and whatnot does not always work for someone else. So I don't think you should be watching videos on how to optimize your shop unless you have done a lot of research yourself, so that you can find out a little bit more information on what's going on with your shop. I even bought books on how to sell, and there was this one guy, he made just $100. That's all he did, and he wrote a book. It was the most honest book I ever read, and I actually got some of the techniques from him. I was able to do a little bit more in terms of just marketing and getting my products out there, but that was probably the most honest book I read. Now, you're probably asking, should you have a lot of listings? I had in the first shop about 20, 25, and in the second shop I had about 40. So the shop with about 20, I had more sales than I had with the shop with 40. Now, granted, my shop with 40 wasn't as, you know, the duration wasn't as long as the first one, but still I was like, it's not making much of a difference. And in total, like, it wasn't like sped up because I had a lot of listings. Now there's some people that saying duplicating listings, putting more photos, different photos for each one, and then going into the SEO and changing it. If someone goes to your shop, they're going through your catalog of 300 and find out they're all the same, they're not going to stay. They're going to move away from that shop because they figured out what you're doing. You just have one item and you're selling it to hundreds of different types of people. And I don't think that works effectively. Now there may be, of course, some people that can do that, but me, I did it, it didn't work. Now I have a couple of theories of why people sell products on Etsy. During COVID, there was an increase in terms of customized objects and items being sold because everyone was stuck in the house eating macaroni and cheese. What else you gonna do? So you're gonna keep purchasing. So of course Etsy was getting some of that profit off of there. Also, you have to have very customized objects, like large items. We're talking about like mailboxes, doors, stuff like that, big bouquets. Those you will probably get a lot more sales. But I live in an apartment by myself. I'm just not gonna do that. I don't have the workspace for it. So for that reason, I steered away from it. I try to do like more fulfillment and small items because those are things that I can keep and I can sell, and it won't interfere with a lot of parts of my life, to the point where I was losing also a lot of profit as well. Also, I'm a guy. When I sell on Etsy and I look at all the products on Etsy, they're largely women-based products. It's hard to break into Etsy being a male. You can probably do the t-shirt thing, but you're gonna get caught up in the whole copyright thing if you try to do the Narutos and all those types of things. And that's what guys are going on Etsy for. They're going for the vintage X-Men, Spider-Man type designs. And if you don't have a license, they coming for you. They came for me. I was scared for a moment, but then I was like, oh, you just gonna take it down? Cool, I'll make another one. So I make another one, they take it down. I was like, let me calm down before they suspend me. So eventually I just stopped doing it just to be safe. Also, I believe that people invest a lot of money into their shop. So if you invest hundreds, thousands of dollars into your shop, you'll probably see some increase in sales. But starting out, a lot of us are broke. So we go on Etsy to just get money and to start small and build up from there. So if you're not able to start small, it's hard to invest that type of money without enough research. So enough research is needed for you to be able to do that, or else you could lose a lot of money just going on a whim. So you need actual data to back up what you're doing. Also, a lot of Etsy people have like YouTubes and whatnot, and these platforms help to garner trust and stuff into the relationship of who they are so they can sell more products. Now, I think that's a great method, but that tells you right there that you can increase your sales that way. It didn't really work for me, I would say, because I didn't have a YouTube at that time, but it may work for someone else. I believe that's why there's been an increase in certain people doing well on Etsy, and people like me who it didn't work and I completely failed. Do you need an audience? Yes. You need someone to sell to, especially starting out. People don't like shops with 0 views and just zero purchases and all. You can probably get family members and friends to help you out, get it going. I did so, it helped a little bit, but they're not your target audience. You need your target audience to buy. So you're gonna be hanging around with that 0 for a while, and it's hard. Maybe a couple of sales, but people know. They can look at a shop and tell who's buying and who's not buying. So find your target audience, however that may be, but don't but don't get family members and friends to help your shop out, because in the long run, you're going to end up not making a profit. Is it impossible to do well on Etsy? No, it's not impossible. Will it require a lot of work? Yes, it requires so much work from you, but that's everything in life. I believe that the more time you put into it, you will see some profit. I stuck with it day and night. Like, I was really on it. SEO, rewriting. Like I said, I was ranked #1, so I'm doing things right. Just the conversion rate didn't happen. And that's probably where a lot of you are. That's probably why you're watching this, to figure out if it's for you. For me, it's not for me. I feel it's a scam. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. And then a final take on the forum, just because, you know, they upset me a little bit. The way they came at me, they said my stuff too professional. They said they made me take my soap stuff down because I don't have the license. And that's cool, but it would have been really good. I made organic soap for men, like charcoal and stuff like that, but I didn't have a license. It was like, you need to take it down, you violate Etsy policy, and I understand that, but just the way they were coming, I was like, this really bothers me. They critique really hard in the forum, so you need some thick skin if you're going to handle those critiques, because they will say stuff like, oh, your crap is garbage, everything when they start doing that and pointing their fingers, you just gotta take it. If you want to grow on the platform, but it's needed. I do understand that, but it's just the way they were coming at me. Like, I wasn't, like, I did my work. Like, I really did my work on it. Final conclusion, Etsy didn't work for me. It may work for you, but here's a tip that you probably didn't think about. Just because you're watching to this end, I'm gonna tell you. Now, what you can do, instead of just selling on Etsy, try different platforms. Maybe you fit more in a line of supplies, maybe reseller. Maybe you want to try Craigslist, see if you can turn a profit. Grab something out of your home, see if you can sell it. If you are able to do that to a large degree, guess what? You have a store, you have a shop based off of that. Then you can sell on Amazon. So think about that for a moment. I hope that, you know, like I said, it's still a scam. I hope, you know, this enlightens you on your journey, on your Etsy journey, and find something that really fits your needs, you could say. So I hope you find it. Okay? Hope you like, subscribe, comment, do your thing. Swing along and land my thing. Do your thing. And I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.
Potential is deep inside of me, but they hate when you're successful cause they try to be. They sit there being judgmental because you try.